Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Yustika Natasha Fadila. I'm from A group, and now I will explain about individual differences in second language acquisition. The first is definition. Individual difference in second language acquisition is the study of why some people learn a second language better than others. Some second language learners make rapid and apparently effortless progress, while others progress only very slowly and with the great difficulty. And the next is there are several factors that influence the individual differences. The first is language aptitude, the second is age, the third is learning strategy, the fourth is learning style, and the next is affective factor. In affective factor have for several type. The first is anxiety, the second is personality, the third is social effect, and the last is motivation. And then language aptitude, it's related to natural intelligence or set of cognitive abilities. Their cognitive abilities allow one to predict how well an individual can learn a foreign language. These abilities change under limited time and circumstances. And the age is that for language learner are more than 15 years of age, it is difficult to acquire native like fluency and a bench of accent. And the next is learning strategy. Learning strategies are commonly divided into learning strategies and communicative strategies, although there are others way of categorize them. Learning strategies are techniques used to improve learning, such as learning pattern. And then learning style. Language learning style refer to cognitive variation in learning a second language. It is about an individual way of processing, that is of perceiving, conceptualizing, organizing, and recalling information related to language learner. Language learner style, according to Witkin, is the cognitive learning style. The style are two types. The first is file independent or left brain dominance, and the second is file dependent style or right brain dominance.
Materi selanjutnya akan saya sampaikan. Affective factor. Affective factors relate to the learner's emotional state and attitude toward the target language. The study by Ni in 2012 conducted sought to find what important skills students could implement in their SLA pursuits. The main findings display how affective factor, example, motivation, self-confidence, and anxiety, might advance the acquisition of English as a second language. By using this knowledge, teachers can strengthen their students' emotional states and create a more welcoming class environment. There are several affective factors. The first is anxiety, personality, social effect, and motivation. The first factor from affective factor is anxiety. Although some continue to propose that a low level of anxiety may be helpful, studies have almost unanimously shown that anxiety damages students' prospect for successful learning. Anxiety is often related to a sense of threat to a learner's self-concept in the learning situation. For example, if a learner fears being ridiculed for a mistake or the other. And the next factor is social effect. It refers the way learners choose to interact with other speakers. Cultures also give big impact to acquiring SLA. It's considered about gender, women and men have different capacity to learn a language, or the difference about around their environments. Next factor is personality. Personality includes some aspects: extrovert and introvert, self-esteem, and inhibition. And the next is motivation. Learners learn for functional reason or to reach some targets, such as job, scholarship, and exam, go to abroad, or the other reasons. Some research has shown that motivation correlates strongly with proficiency, indicating both that successful learners are motivated and that success improves motivation. Thus, motivation is not fixed, but it's strongly affected by feedback from the environment. It's important because we know that there are some sentence, there is a will and there is a way. If your motivation is high to learn a language, the acquisition based on your effort or my better. Sekian dari materi yang kelompok kami sampaikan. Kami mengucapkan terima kasih dan wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.